Shmai GTA chums, this is the Euros, or the Nissan 370Z in real life. It's a nice, mighty fine car, got some great customization. You could even race it if you fancied that kind of thing. In the old Street Series races, you know, the tuners stuff, because it's a tuners car, and a mighty fine tuners car it is. It's not top tier racer, but I've been beaten. You can beat plebs like me in this car. But if you're not very good at racing, then I wouldn't recommend it, because you're probably not going to win races. Where do you want to buy it from? Oh, it's got underfloor lighting. That's how long ago I had this. So, is it legendary? Oh, I don't even remember now. When did I last buy this thing? Anybody see it? There it is. 810 grand instead of 1.3 million. There may be a discount there. That's not a bad price, honestly, for a tuner's car. So let's do it. Let's do a customization, modification first, then we'll go for a little drive, talk about performance a little bit, and we'll see what kind of noobish customization I've done on this previously. Well, no, we won't. But what we're going to do first, we're going to do, as ever, we're going to start with a Liviari, and then we're going to decide the colour based on the Liviari. So we got the Sprunk kind of racy build there. Maybe we'll do a Sprunky build, a spunky build. Actually, you know, I fancy the challenge of that Sprunk. That blue looks very good. I think not with this colour, obviously, but yeah, the green. There's lots of good that Euros with the green. You know, I'm tempted by that as well. Actually, there's so many good liveries on this car. Oh, that is nice as well. We could certainly do something with that, and that is good. The classics. These are my favourites. This one, you know, and the Sprunk doesn't quite look as good now. I'm tempted by that green one. I'm going to do something with the Euros green stripes. Don't know what I'm going to do yet, so let's do the colours. I feel like it's a matte colour for this one. Yeah, there we go. Just plain old matte black. But I was thinking grey was my colour of choice, and that looks very good. I think we could go there. Let's just have a look if there's any out of the box ones. Midnight blue does look good, but probably not as good as the grey. Midnight purple, also good. But I'm not sure we'll see that until we get outside. Just Shafter purple looks very good, but it's quite of a sickening contrast. Some people might not like that. Green on green is probably an ultimate choice. Something like the forest green. The foliage green has a bit of grey in it, I think. Olive drab as well. Dark earth. Good, that is good. You know, I'm tempted by just the plain grey though. I know it's a bit boring, but we're going to do it. It's got light grey. Nice. Trim colour, lots of customization on this, by the way. We're going to try and get through it. So we've got Harbour Blue at the moment. I think that Harbour Blue is a blackish colour. We'll stick with that, it's fine. Accent colour with the dials in yellow, you see. Going to keep that. Crew emblem on the door. And let's go back to where we started, right? We have all sorts of business here. We have a lot to do. Performance bumper, that's the best, obviously. These lights are nice. I think it is the best. It's either that or get rid of those lights altogether and do a track bumper. No, it's had its day. Those lights work, I think, so we're going to go with the track bumper. That's good. Rear bumpers. This is quite chunky. I want to go for something, although it is a racer, it's always going to be a little bit of a racy kind of build. Racy, not that in where you perv. We're going to go do, not that one, but I think I'm going to do the street bumper. I think so. There we go, let's do that. Just a bit more muted. Scoopies. Oh yeah, we've got a pooper scoop on top. That'll power our fans for the rallying. You don't rally this, of course you don't. I think that scoop is probably fine. It's maybe a bit overstated on this car. Now maybe we should have a smaller one or none. Now let's keep it. It just gives it that ridiculousness of somebody who's driving the mum's car. Iridescent lighting on the front. Yeah, let's do that. We could go zero. Oh, carbon. Yeah. No. Engine is upgraded to the max, of course. But we have all this kind of business, you see. Rail covers. I mean, we've already done this. We're not going to spend another 40 grand or whatever on another one. But I'll just show you some of the options there. You can pause it if you want to see that. Exhaust. Titanium, is that carbon? They're quite small, but they're kind of accented with that colour, so I'm going to keep them. Front fenders. So we've got the wide fenders. So do those look good? Actually, they just about suit it. Maybe they extend a little bit over the wheel, but I think we can get away with that. We could go stock, of course, as ever. I'm going to leave it as it is, though. It is a race build. Bonnet, not hood catches. We don't need those. We've got them, but we're going to keep what we got. Honestly, I'm tempted by this because we have the black up there, and it kind of goes with the grey look. So let's just see what else there is before we choose that, and maybe the cheapest, because it's best. Cheap is best. That one is a little bit better, but this one's cheaper, so we're going to go with that one. You can't really tell the difference. Who can? Oh, interior, we've got all this business, right? You've got a flocked dash, so what you get with that is kind of jazz. So doors, we've got that, and you can choose whatever you want. I'm going to leave it as it is. Seats, I like these chubby seats. I think they suit a kind of racer build better. So I'm going to keep those. Steering wheel, we got the formula cutout, the stock. I'll show you that. There's lots of options in the. It's all the stock tuners options, so we can keep the half cage. It's a half build. It's something that's really meant for the road. Somebody who never races it. Okay, mirrors. So we got the secondary. I think secondary. We got that white on the secondary, so we're going to keep that. It's nice. Plate. Fun time. Yeah, why not? Respray roof. Oh, we got a carbon ridgeline roof, so we are gonna keep that. I think there's lots of options here. You can go secondary as well if you're going to do a secondary kind of build. Skirt's got a carbon street skirt. I think that suits the front end, and it's not too aggressive. So you know, these cutouts don't look bad as well. I am tempted by that now. I look at it. You got the chunky one, which is too much, but that carbon cutout, carbon jet skirt goes with the front end a bit better. Splitters. Okay, we've got the front end. It's not carbon, is it? Why is it not carbon, man? Why didn't I put... Oh, I didn't put a carbon because it was cheaper. But now I've married that up with that, so I've got to do it, sorry. Spoiler. This is probably the best spoiler, GT spoiler. But let's roll through. That's a good spoiler as well. The Rhino spoiler, I like that. Do we have like one that's just like a lip? No, we don't. So I'm going to stick with a GT spoiler because I think it is probably best. Sun strips. If we're going to go for it, we're going to go for that, but I'm going to get rid of it. I don't like it. Suspension. Competition is what you want for racing, obviously. Every time it's the same, pretty much. Wheels. Oh, I'll show you which wheel this is. Track. Hidden 6. So you can't see the brake caliper. That's why I've gone for the Hidden 6, because it covers up that mistake by Rockstar. But we can change the wheel colour if you want. We can do whatever you want. We could go for a green even and go kind of imaginative out of the box. Some kind of green. So just green will work with this build. Tires, bulletproofs obviously. We can put the atomic. Oh, we've got a fuckaroo. It's got a bit of fuckaroo, man. It's got to be. Tire smoke, orange. Orange goes with green because gingers love the green. So for that reason, it's a yes. Oh, you can unlimo it out. So if you want to see a bit of the internals, and I think I'm going to do that, but I'm going to put a light smoke on just because it looks nice. Done. And the reason why the limo works better with the brighter colours. Let's get it out of here though, and we'll talk a little bit about race performance. I should get out my test track table just to have a look at that, but I'm not, because I know it's a lot slower than the favourites like the Calico. That's the one that I seem to race at the moment. You've got but honestly what is it? The Sultan RS Classic, whatever it is. Is it the Sultan? You know the one, the tuner's Sultan. I'm having a brain fart. Or what's the other one? Even better than that, actually. The Emperor. That is probably the best bet. That's the one I would use for reliability. Honestly, I think the Emperor or the Growler is what I would use if I'm desperately want to win. But I'm just obsessed with using the what's it called? Oh, I didn't get rid of the underfloor lighting again. Honestly, the Growler, or oh, he braked. You saw that. He was moving, and I was going to flip through the hole, and he braked. It is a very nice car, though, and if you're a fan of Nissans, then purchase it. You'll never regret it. There's so much customization, and it is quick. You can race it in tuners races, but you will lose half of the time probably. But you know, I've learnt to win in cars that are rubbish. I mean, this isn't rubbish. It's probably middle of the road or top end of middle. Pretty decent. I've been beat, as I said, I've been beat by people. But I'm not the best racer, but I'm not an ultra pleb, you know. I'm probably average, or maybe top of average if I'm on a good day. So, it's a very good car, and very cheap right now. And you could even race it in tuners, but honestly I'd race other cars if you want to win, if you just want no fuss wins. So it's not going to guarantee you a win basically. Great car, it just drives nice and it's so fun. You know, it's, look at that, go around the corner, blast it around the corner. Pretty reliable racing as well. It doesn't seem to bounce out and do queer business like the other cars. The Sultan RS Classic, that's the one. I did say it right. Does kind of bounce. The same with the not the Growler, but the sister car, the Comet S2. It kind of bounces on the corners a bit and you spin out at times. So there's a bit of unnecessary bounce business. And it's all about the race setup with those cars, and I think especially Sultan RS Classic. So this is a very good car basically. Purchase it if you've got plenty of money and you'll drive it every now and then. You know, you might, if you like Nissans, you'll enjoy it. It's a great car. Anyway, I've talked enough about this. Give me your comments on what you think of this car, what you think of my build, what do you think is the best tuner's car to race, because I really want to hear your thoughts. And maybe I'll put a poll out for that now. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day if you're playing Das GTA.